YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Crypto J coming at you guys with another J Talks Crypto. If you're brand new to my channel, hit the subscribe button as well as bell notification. Do my best each and every day to give you guys the topics in cryptocurrency. Guys, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed today. We're going to dive into a whole lot of coins as usual, guys. Just going to get things pulled up here. And then we're just going to dive right into Trump coin because look at this thing today, guys. Coming in at a 6.3 billion market cap. Totally crazy. Give you guys a little bit of time to start piling in. I know it's going to take you guys a minute. Kind of told you guys at the last minute that I would be going live today. Shout out to everybody that was tapped into yesterday's live. We went live yesterday, 3 hours. For those of you guys who don't know, Chris, what's up, brother? Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. We're going to talk about a whole lot of coins today. Not just Trump coin today, but we are going to cover this coin because, again, this coin is the most talked about coin right now, and it is sitting at 6.25 billion market cap. And last night, dude, I watched 3 hours. Totally crazy. It's going to give you guys, again, a little bit more time. And, oh, check it out, guys. I still got the Pokemon cards. I didn't open them. I might open these still today. So we'll see also if I get anything rare out of this pack of Pokemon cards. Just going to, again, give you guys a little bit of time to pile it on in up in here. You guys get some coin coming in at $6.2 billion right now, right? 24-hour volume absolutely exploding. How many people bought this yesterday? I was sidelines in this, guys. I was really concerned. We're going to talk about a lot of discoveries that I found out about this coin after yesterday. So we're going to talk about that as well. We'll talk about so much, bro. So much to talk about, as well as the market's just overall pumping, right? Before we dive into all this, right, we should just do a quick market overview because it's really what I like to do. I like to kick off my videos with a good, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. As you guys can see, we're over here on CoinMarketCap right now. Our entire market cap coming in at $3.6 trillion. Fear Greed Index coming in at a 66. Man, we're ticking up, boys. We are ticking up. As you guys can see, our entire market cap is growing quite exponentially. But before I get into this, guys, I just got to tell you too, not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Got to go out and do your research on all this stuff. Again, this is not financial advice. But okay, now we can talk about it. All right. Let's talk about the total market cap. So again, 66 on the Fear Greed Index. Bitcoin today coming in at $103,000. Man, bullish, so bullish. But can we remain bullish? Are we going to see some dip off into this? Is really not changed, guys. That's why I always say nothing has changed. Nothing has changed because not much really changes in a market cycle. It tends to just be the same thing, at least from what I notice. We're seeing the same things. But look, if you look at this all-time chart, it looks like we have a nice cup and handle playing now on Bitcoin. Are we going to see Bitcoin start ripping and creating some new all-time highs pretty soon, guys? I think there's a decent possibility. There's a decent chance that we do start seeing Bitcoin shoot up into that 110, 115. That will be, again, something totally crazy. You guys can see total market cap on Bitcoin now coming in at $2 trillion. Pretty crazy. But I've been telling you guys just how undervalued this market space is. Still, I still feel that way. I'm still so bullish on cryptocurrency in general, as you guys could see. The market cap coming in up just down about 1%, but still $3.6 trillion. Also, what is this, bro? What is this? You gotta look at Trump coin up 378% today, coming in at $6.28 billion. The number one thing trending on CoinMarketCap, of course, is the number one thing trending all over the internet right now. Closed my eyes last night, ate at $8 and went to bed. We up. Donald Trump with the win. That's what's up, man. Congratulations on your gains, dude. We're covering it. We're going to cover it today. Again, we're going to cover a lot of coins today, not just Trump coin. Just trying to give you guys a little bit of an opportunity to join in. So before we get into all that, we are going to cover a little bit more of these coins. There were some concerns, guys. I was one of the only YouTubers telling you about Ethereum and how concerned I was over the price action for Ethereum. Look at Ethereum today, guys. Ethereum is, yikes, 5% today and not looking good for Ethereum, right? Still, the community is still looking a little bit more bullish than what I've seen in the past month, but only 68% of people feeling good about Ethereum right now. It's dipping into some dangerous zones, and honestly, it does have me concerned. I feel like not enough people are talking about what's happening with Ethereum. Just hasn't seen the volume that it needs to see in this cycle, in my opinion. It should be concerned about this guy right here at number 3, XRP. I do think XRP is going to flip Ethereum. Unpopular opinion, guys, but I do definitely think that that's probably going to happen. And honestly, I think I gave a prediction that I think that we will see XRP flip Ethereum by May or June. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't know, but again, you could see XRP up in the past 7 days, 30%. This thing could maintain this 30%, 30%, 30% over the next couple of weeks. What's going to happen? It's going to flip Ethereum pretty quick, right? It's literally around half the market cap of Ethereum. It just flipped Solana not too long ago, but look at Solana today, guys. Absolutely exploding, up 17%. And Solana looks like it's about to take number 4 pretty soon, which again is what we talked about. I did tell you, I expect Solana to flip Tether because, again, once people start buying meme coins, they're going to get out of Tether and they're going to need Solana. They're going to need Ethereum. Apparently, they're deciding against Ethereum a little bit because people just ain't buying it. It's just not seeing the volume, man. These coins are really lacking on Ethereum. And I feel like it is because you have things like Solana, things like Sui and Pulse Chain and these other ecosystems that are absolutely just stealing its shine, right? I do feel like that number 1 DeFi spot might be up for grabs, guys. I would definitely be paying attention. I told you guys in just the other episode, the coins that I really am looking at as far as DeFi. A lot of you guys already know I do like Solana. I do also like Sui, right? I've been talking about Sui. Sui looking like it's seeing some positive price action. Again, I'm not endorsing any of these things. I'm just letting you know my opinion. So don't go be like, Crypto J, you told me. Like, no, these are just opinions, bro. Okay. Also, look at Polkadot seeing a big sell off. A lot of the market's seeing a big sell off, and that's because Bitcoin possibly could have broke its uptrend, right? It's possible that Bitcoin could have just broke its uptrend. So maybe we're seeing a little bit of panic going into the weekend, stuff like that. Bitcoin dipping down just a little bit, just a little bit. My opinion, though, not enough to be that 2 more days, guys. What's going to happen? Are we going to see a correction? We did talk about the fact that since Trump was inaugurated, the price of Bitcoin went from like 66 all the way up to 100K plus. In that case scenario, guys, we would need to see some kind of a price correction, but just how much of a price correction, again, only time will tell in that situation. Let's dive into some of the Trump hype, right? Because that's what everybody is really looking for. As you guys can see, Trump coin right now coming in at $5.95 billion. Possibly could have seen a clean blow off top here, just like the rest of the market, feeling like maybe we might see a little bit of a correction. But will this coin continue in volume? Again, this coin has already done numbers. It's already setting records. Yesterday, we thought that it was like this market cap was absolutely bugging. It was looking at like it was at like $13 billion, something like that. Now it's reset. It looks right now coming in still at $6 billion. This thing is still an absolute monster. It's definitely not a top 10 cryptocurrency like we thought it was getting close to. Yesterday, guys, the thing was reading that it was bigger than Shiba Inu. It came in at like a 14.5 yesterday over here on Dex Screener. And all these different platforms were all reading a different number. CoinMarketCap was reading something different. Dex Tools reading something different. We did come to the conclusion, though, at the end of the video that Dex Tools did have the right price from the beginning. So shout out to Dex Tools. They're on it. They're on top of it. Dex Screener, I don't know, man. That thing was reading some crazy numbers. Also, CoinMarketCap as well was pretty on top of this Trump coin as well. But I want to know, just like you guys want to know, is this thing going to go to more higher highs? And that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. As you guys can see, this coin has been on a steady uptrend, right? We have not yet broken too far down in terms of being able to recover. We were concerned yesterday when we dropped down here and touched the second level, but we see now that this has already happened twice, and this coin has just continued to rise, right? I want to see what the RSI actually looks like on this just to see where we at. As you guys can see, we are headed down off of this overbought zone right here into some more normal zones. Is this thing going to break down, though, and head into this bottom level of our RSI? Or, again, are we going to start seeing some kind of a bottom like last time? And this time right here around this middle line, and maybe we could see this thing go and head up to new higher heights. I'm not sure if Trump has talked about this yet. What's up, brother? I'm going live. Huh? You like it, huh? I'm going to start making more of these live videos, guys. I know that you guys do appreciate these. And I honestly just haven't had a ton of time to be going live and stuff like that. But yesterday I went live for like 3 hours and it was a great time. So I figured, why not do it again, right? I want to also see what's going on at just as far as the news behind this Trump coin, because Trump coin is just absolutely been taking over my feed on over here. So we're going to see kind of what's going on We'll check out Twitter as well. Let's see. Trump coin hasn't gotten listed on Coinbase, Robinhood, Crypto.com, major tier ones. Yeah, they'll need to buy the supply of the list too. That's true. That's one thing that I did say. If this is a legitimate Trump coin, guys, one, I don't know how they didn't list on Binance yet. I don't know how they didn't list on CoinMarketCap yet, because those platforms, they do have to do their due diligence and stuff like that. But I feel like if the president of the United States made a meme coin, it wouldn't require much due diligence. Also, I also feel like on the flip side of that too, I feel that if that was a fake post that Trump set out, that again Elon would have shut it down. It would have been taken down pretty quick. I feel like that would have been like breaking news, like somebody hacked Trump's Twitter. Like it would be literally a federal offense on another level. I feel like to hack Trump's Twitter and then start a meme coin with his face on it and make it a scam. That would be like literally, you would be probably like, you would jump to the top of the America's Most Wanted list for that. I feel like that would be insanity. So the fact that Trump still hasn't said anything, the fact that again the post is still up, definitely something that might be legit. Right? You could see Trump's coin is still up here, and as a matter of fact, Eric just tweeted out 45 minutes ago. I'm extremely proud to continue its accomplishment in crypto. Trump is currently the hottest. Okay, so it's legit. Eric said it. Eric gave us the update. And then Trump retweeted it 45 minutes ago. In my opinion, Trump trying to keep this party going right now because the price was dipping a little bit, and so maybe Trump had to be like, yeah, let me put my stamp of approval on this thing. That's great, man. I think it's great for crypto to have the president of the United States. Yeah, Trump's son tweeted about it not too long ago. Yep, we just talked about that just now. But this is good, guys. This is what we were looking for. We were looking for this update. Maybe we can see another leg up on this thing pretty soon, possibly. Again, it did just go parabolic. These things do need time to correct. That tends to be how charts work. They don't go up forever, right? They do need to come down. We could be seeing a little bit of a correction. But again, now that Eric's coming out and saying, hey, this is a real thing, that is pretty bullish in my opinion. Unless they both got hacked, that would be totally crazy. But in my opinion, I do think that this is a legit coin now. And they did talk about Bitmart talked about the fact that they would be listing this coin pretty soon. Also heard rumor that MXC was going to be listing this. Boy, just woke up, brother. What's up? I just woke up not too long ago too. Welcome back, bro. We were up last night until like midnight tracking this thing. We watched this thing go from like what I thought was 3 billion market cap to 17 billion. But I guess we watched it go from like probably like 500 million or maybe like 600 million up to like 3 billion, 4 billion, which is still amazing to see. And now you guys see it's coming in. We are over 6 now. Is this thing going to start recovering soon? As you guys can see, we're starting to retest some of these levels, right? Hopefully holding some support on this bottom Kettner channel right here. Maybe a possible double bottom right here as well. So this thing really just needs to pick up in volume. Maybe we could see some kind of cup and handle. If we can cup and handle out of this, how high can this go up, right? Are we seeing this price impact due to Eric's tweet right now? Or maybe not, right? I don't know. Again, Eric just tweeted this out maybe like, let's see, he tweeted this out 47 minutes ago. If you didn't see to the homie that was with us last night, Lloyd, if you didn't see, this coin is looking legit. Eric Trump tweeted it out, talking about all the stuff that this coin has accomplished. It is the hottest coin right now by far, guys. This thing had over 500,000 posts over here on Twitter, and a lot of people have been talking about this. So again, I'm feeling good about it. I want to know what you guys think. Definitely let me know. Some people still speculative, saying there's no way Trump did this. Let's see. Donald Trump meme coin hits record highs as he reposts hottest digital meme coin on earth. Interesting. This was just 8 seconds ago. They must be talking about the Eric Trump post that Donald Trump retweeted. So it is good. That means Donald Trump is fully aware, which is what we were talking about last night. There's no way this guy is not fully aware that this coin has his name on it and that it's trending all over Twitter right now. I have nothing. I was too scared. It's okay. Well, hey, it's on a little bit of a dip right now if you do want to get in. And again, I don't know. This coin still has no utility. So how high it can go is just like based off of hype. But the fact that it is created by the president of the United States on the 20th, he'll be the president of the United States. But the fact that this was created by Trump could be pretty bullish. It could mean that this coin might have a future. Maybe Trump will be shilling this thing throughout the year, as you guys can see, though. The community feeling mixed reviews, right? A lot of people feeling really bullish. Close to 10,000 people thinking this thing's going to send. 471 people thinking that this is fire. 1,419 people thinking it's poo-poo. And then 3,000 people gave it the old red flag. So again, I do think a lot of those red flags are coming in yesterday. I was definitely curious too and cautious of this trade. I told you guys that I was a little bit kind of sidelines in this thing because I don't know how much this thing was going to pump, man. I mean, who can predict how much a coin like this is going to pump? It's really very hard to evaluate and to value how much this coin can go at. But you guys can see a lot of these whales are buying up massive supply, $88,000 buy order just a little while ago. And we've been tracking this all night long, guys. We really have. These guys were buying a ton of it. They were buying the top of it. They've still buying a lot at, close to all-time highs and stuff. So again, maybe these guys know something that we don't, or maybe these guys are just extremely bullish on this space and feel like this is going to continue to rally. It's really hard to say. Oops, I'm not even sharing the right screen, right? You guys can see, just so you guys can see the size buy orders that are coming in over here. They're massive and they're coming in constantly. This guy just dropped 10 grand into this thing 3 minutes ago. Last night, I do think that the transactions were a little bit faster than today. But as you guys can see in the past 24 hours, this thing's seen some pretty good volume in the past hour. Even this thing up 10% in volume, $73 million in trade volume, and a majority of it is buy alone, $2.6 million in buy volume. And this candle just really opened. So that's not really saying much considering that this 5-minute candle just opened. So again, I don't know. We're going to talk about it. Let's talk about the website too. I don't think we actually even looked at the website. I think we tried to look at the website and it brought us to, this website over here where it's just basically his tweet. But let's click on this website right here and see what it's talking about. So interesting, right? I like how Trump made himself in shape. I love that, dude. It looks kind of weird seeing Trump without the belly. And this is not very accurate AI, but pretty interesting. Is this his signature? I don't know what his signature even looks like. Pretty interesting. You can buy this coin with a debit card. You can buy it with crypto. Let's see. Join the community. Interesting. I want to see. Okay, it's talking about the allocation over here. This is what somebody was trying to mention yesterday in the chat, talking about the allocation. So 36% in the creators, 16% over here as well. I heard that 80% of this was supposed to be locked liquidity. Let me see. I'm actually made some notes on this as well because I did actually look at this contract last night. I was looking at it. So let me see over here. So, okay. It says that 80% of the supply was sent into a multi-sig, and then interesting. So yeah, again, a lot of people saying that a lot of the supply is locked supply. But I want to know what you guys think. It definitely is pretty sketch. A lot of people talking about that top wallet. We get to see that top wallet actually over here on bubble maps. It looks insane. I usually don't like when coins have any type of excuse for having a wallet that looks like this. I've seen this happen so many times. A lot of the time, people talking about how this type of situation could be like a marketing wall and stuff like that. I'm definitely paying attention to it. As you guys can see, it hasn't really sold any of its supply, but it does have a cluster percentage here. So interesting. It actually has moved around a little bit of supply. Some of this stuff has moved around is inside of this cluster right here, which is interesting to see. According to bubble maps, right, this 80% supply, it's also connected to these 4 wallets as well. This one holding 2.46%. So if that was locked supply, right, then how are they able to move that supply, right? If it's 3 years locked, then how are they able to move any of it? How are there any transactions that are moving in this? I don't understand that. Definitely want to know how that would be possible if that is the case. But it does look like, again, this thing has had transactions coming out of it. So what the heck? Um, Definitely something that I would be paying attention to. But again, are we going to see another pump on this thing? Only time will tell. It does look like we might be seeing a little bit of a correction on the 1 hour. Possibly looking like this thing wants to see a correction. A lot of forks also have came out in the past couple hours too. Let's talk about those as well, because a lot of things have been forked, right? Some of these coins just absolutely going parabolic. And that's what I was saying yesterday. I said, if I was really bullish on this coin and I felt like I wanted to be really early still, I would be looking at another coin that was probably a fork, something with Trump's name on it that doesn't look too crazy as far as the holders. And it seems like a lot of the market did that just yesterday. Almost every single coin on here is Trump related, and again, that is because Trump is going to be taking office on the 20th, and also Gensler just stepping out of office. So I feel like people just really loving this narrative right now. I'm sure Memecoin and all those coins are starting to see some price bump, and those are pumps that, again, guys, we've been talking about these Donald Trump coins. The fact that we could see another round of these coins pumping again. Um, check MAGA out. Yeah, I'm sure. Again, I'm sure that MAGA's pumping. I'm sure that all them stuff is pumping. Let's just see. I'm gonna check it out, because that, again, that is a coin that we were talking about at like insanely early. Oh, down 43% actually. Seeing some price dip today, but it is coming in at 81 million market cap. See this thing going nuts. Sell off. Maybe this is some whales exiting the trade. I really don't know, right? Um, Interesting. This is a coin that, again, we caught super early on this channel, guys. We caught this coin around like $5 million. We watched it shoot up to like $300 million, which is absurd. And then since then, again, it's been on a little bit of a correction. A couple times thought that it was going to make a comeback. Can it still make a comeback? I'm not really sure. Again, maybe people will start selling a lot of these coins. The market really starts, you know, taking into account that Trump's already in office, or maybe, we continue to pump. I really don't know. Trump Shuffle is another coin that was kind of growing a couple weeks back. I don't know how this coin is really going to do. You can see it's on a major correction. It does look like it's trying to make some kind of a comeback. Not endorsing any of this stuff. This thing's still sitting at 358 million market cap. Um, Definitely would have to check contracts and stuff like that on this. As a matter of fact, let's just do it right now since we're on it and we're talking about it. And this video is about more than just that Trump coin. We're looking for that next 10x, 100x, 1000x meme coin if we can, bro. GMGN has been giving me problems for the past few days. So let's see. Hopefully these guys are doing a little bit better. So we'll pull up this tab over here. As you guys can see, we're looking at the Trump Shuffle coin. It is 66 days old. Looking like it wants to see some kind of a price rally again, right? Are we going to see this thing grow again in holders, or is this going to be a big fake out, right? Let's look and see what's going on with the sniper count. As you guys can see, 3 snipers still holding. This guy bought more. I want to see what's going on with the top 100 wallets, though. That's super important to me. Let's go check it out. Check on the holders. You guys can see 78% still in the top 100. Radium holding 16%. A lot of these guys still fishing out of this. 25% adequate information. As you guys can see all this whale action, right? This is how I'm able to see if these guys are using this sandwich bot or what they're doing. As you guys can see, this price is being heavily manipulated right now by whales. That helps us determine a lot right there. Also, fresh wallets too. This lets us know usually, oh, it's not showing the fresh wallets, but usually that lets us know a lot of the times too who's manipulating the price. These top wallets also, you guys can see, manipulating price, selling every time this thing reaches a high, they're buying the bottom and then selling. This is, again, what we do call a sandwich bot. They're using a bot to basically arbitrage trade and to get you guys to sell your profits, taking profits, buying back in, selling, buying back in, rinse, repeat. That's basically what they're doing there. So that's something that you do want to pay attention to if you're in a trade like that. But again, what are you guys buying? I definitely want to know what coins you're buying in terms of these Trump coins, or if you're not buying any of these Trump coins, if you're with, again, a lot of people are looking at this coin right now, and a lot of people are boosting it too. Some of these coins are getting more boost, which is surprise. Like, look at this one. This thing has 15,000 boost right now. I'm surprised that this one only has 1,500. I feel like Trump should dump some money into this deck screener fund right here and promote this thing a little bit better. But again, this thing doesn't need any type of promotion really. It's already getting all the publicity that it really needs, right? It's getting a ton of YouTubers talking about it. It's getting a ton of influencers talking about it, also especially on Twitter. Again, over 500,000 people are talking about it over here on Twitter. So I actually want to see what these guys are saying as well about this coin. Trump coin is drained on momentum in the altcoin markets, pulling gains. Interesting. So this guy's trying to say that this coin is really taken away from a lot of these other coins, right? We're seeing a lot of the market cap pile into this Trump coin, which honestly, I mean, I don't know. I don't blame these guys, but also this is a golden opportunity for those of you guys who are long on the space to be getting better positions in projects. And that's what I've been talking about on my channel. That's what I literally have been talking about, all the coins that I've been buying over on Patreon too. If you guys haven't checked out Patreon, always up on it. A lot of these guys are seeing some massive gains today. Pretty interesting. I'm also looking for things that are related to TikTok in terms of like meme coins and stuff like that. I do think we might see some TikTok meme coins that might start doing pretty well as well. People talking about Giga Trump, all kinds of Trump forks popping up, which again is no surprise, something that we were just talking about yesterday. The fact that we would probably see a lot of forks coming out today. So how high this Trump coin will go, again, only time will tell. Nobody really knows, right? We're all speculating with the rest of the market. But again, this coin now sitting at a $6 billion market cap and riding this Kettner channel pretty close, right? On the 1 minute, sitting on that second level, 5 minute also looking like we're just trending sideways right now. Seems like this coin really just wants to see what the market has in store. But it seems like a lot of people don't want to sell this coin, and probably now because um, Eric Trump just posted what he posted, maybe people feeling more positivity about this again. There was a sure um, this is the first time that Eric's talked about it, which is good. I mean, maybe we'll see some more people talking about it. Maybe we'll start seeing this thing start making more rounds over here on Twitter today. But again, I got my eye on this coin. We did talk about the fact that yesterday it was coming in what looked like to be in like the top 12, but because Dex Screener had it wrong, it was not in the top 12. But now it's getting pretty close again to, again, 10 billion market cap, and that's when we would be having those conversations of this thing being in the top 20. Is it in the top 20 yet? Let's see. Pretty close, right? So the number 20 position right now would be Bitcoin Cash coming in at a $9.2 billion market cap. But again, you guys got to take into consideration this coin is only 2 days old. Somebody asked, can this coin do a 100x from here? I mean, dude, it's only 2 days old right now. It is a coin that was put out by the president. So I can't say that it is not going to be able to do 100x. I don't know what this coin's going to do, to be honest with you. This coin can really drop in value. It can really blow up. I don't know. We were talking about the holder count and just exactly how the holders were looking yesterday. Again, a lot of these people, as a matter of fact, I really want to see what the holder count's looking like today. We talked about that 80% wallet. There's a lot of speculation going on about it. People saying that that money is going to be locked up for the next 3 years. Some people thinking that, not too sure about that. Did talk about just a minute ago the fact that that wallet did already have transactions going through it right now. So definitely want to pay attention to whatever is going on in that. As you guys can see, over 5,000 whales in this trade. And this is what I was trying to tell you guys just yesterday, just how manipulated this trade was. And it still can't even give us an accurate representation of just how very heavily manipulated, guys. Heavily manipulated. Maybe we could see it here. Not too much. 30 seconds, show us something different maybe. Show us a little bit more time frame and just really showing us on a really short term. But you guys can see they're buying it up, they're selling it down, and these guys are jacking around the price. You guys know the top 100 holders now are holding close to 90%. Close to 90% now. So again, we watched this thing yesterday go from like 83 to now what is close to 90. And this is exactly what a sandwich bot does. It arbitrage trades, it's liquidating people, it's picking up more supply, and it's dumping on them. But again, that doesn't mean that this coin can't go higher. We've already seen this coin absolutely explode and grow. It hasn't even been 48 hours yet. This is crazy. I agree. It hasn't been 48 hours yet. It has not been a full day yet. This thing is still It's 16 hours old, right? It hasn't even been 24 hours yet. It's only 16 hours old. So you can't even say it's been 2 days. It's just been one night. I don't know why I said 2 days. It's only been really, it launched like yesterday, late yesterday, and then today it's still really early. So it's only 16 hours old, and it is sitting at a 6.3 or $6.1 billion market cap. This coin can have some significant upside. Um, it can really be a top cryptocurrency, just like we were talking about yesterday. The fact that this thing was in yesterday looking like it was in the top 10. We might be having that conversation again later on today, because again, this coin, like you said, is not very old. But we do also know that markets do correct, right? We do know that things need to come down sooner or later. So how high this thing could go, again, the market has to decide that. Um, so that's really the only way that we can really know where this coin is going to go. But it does look like we are still creating higher lows, which in my opinion is still bullish. This thing is not looking like it's going to see too much of a correction. It could have a blow off top right here, right? We are creating, um, I mean, on the long term, we're creating higher lows, but on the short term micro intervals, we're creating some lower highs also. So we do need to see a little bit of recovery, but we might be looking at that recovery playing out right now. We just got to, again, see what the market wants to decide. We saw this thing do a couple fake outs just within the past couple hours, but that's to be expected because, again, these bots are trying to get better positions in this trade. They're trying to drain liquidity out of this project. They're pumping it, they're dumping it. We've been watching it. So it's no surprise that we're seeing these type of fake outs happen with this coin. And can it keep going or will it correct? Again, nobody really knows. Definitely paying attention to this chart. And it's one coin that, again, I'm going to be paying attention to all day today. A lot of people have been watching this thing. I want to look and see what other people are saying. I'm surprised it's not still trending on Twitter. That's really surprising to me, but there's a lot of big things going on over here on Twitter. So maybe that's why. But it does seem like the Trump coin is not trending anymore on Twitter. So pretty interesting to see. Pretty interesting to see. Still is not. This thing is undervalued in my opinion because retail has not entered it yet. I feel like too much. I feel like a lot of the people that are holding this coin are the people that have been long on the space. A lot of people that are retail guys, they don't know how to use things like Uniswap, uh, like Radium and different centralized exchanges like that. They really only know how to trade on things like Coinbase and stuff. So again, those guys, I don't feel like they have really got into this. If this thing does start getting some big listings though, like things like Coinbase, things like Binance, I mean, who knows? This could be a top 10 cryptocurrency. This could be a top 5 cryptocurrency, really, if it gets that kind of attention. I feel like too, there's a decent chance that this coin like this can get listed on something like Binance or on Coinbase.com because, again, just the same way that we look for coins that have a lot of volume, so do these big exchanges. They want your money on their exchange, so they want to pick up coins that have a lot of buy volume. That's why over and over we're able to predict these coins that are going to get listed on Coinbase, coins that are going to get listed on Binance. We've done it so many times, even like this season, but we've been doing it for years. And it just kind of is a no-brainer. There's a lot of coins actually that I do think will probably be picked up relatively soon because I do expect CZ and those guys to be shopping for altcoins during this dip. So again, I think that a lot of coins are going to start listing on Binance. We're going to, of course, be covering it. We talked about the fact that Toshi was going to be listing on Coinbase pretty soon too. So we know that those guys are picking up coins. Is Trump coin going to be one of the coins that they pick up? Again, only time will tell on that. But this is definitely an interesting coin. And also, Trump was talking about all these American-based coins you're not going to have to pay taxes on. So again, I'm assuming that you're not going to have to pay tons of taxes on his coin, which is pretty cool. But interesting. Are we going to see some more all-time highs for this? You guys can see on the 1 hour still looking undecided. 15-minute also looking like we're at a moment of decision right now. The rest of the market looking a little bit funky, right? The rest of this market looking a little undecided as well, as you guys can see. It looks like we might have seen a little bit of a fake out. Interesting. Things usually don't pump until we're looking like big price action Thursday, Friday, big sell off into the weekend. We might be seeing it. Look at Ethereum, man. Ethereum is absolutely tanking right now. I told you guys, I'm concerned about Ethereum. I said it Look at the coins that are doing the worst, really. Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain. I have been saying I don't like Binance Smart Chain, but Ethereum has been having concerns. You guys could see. I just want to pull up this ETH chart because, yikes. I've been saying, man, Ethereum has not been looking good. It's been lacking volume for some time now, and it's looking like it might see a little bit more of a correction. How far can this thing go? Again, only time will tell. I do think that we could. I wouldn't be surprised to see a $2,000 Ethereum. Some of you guys would be surprised by that. I don't think I would be surprised by that. But honestly, if this thing wants to break down, it can go. It can go lower. It can go lower, and that's why I said again, I don't think Ethereum is as safe as a lot of people think at this number two position, especially with XRP now up 28% in the past 7 days, hot on its trail. XRP close to 200 market cap now. Ethereum around 400, but still not seeing the volume that it needs. I really think, and I gave a bullish, crazy prediction. This was a crazy prediction, guys, when XRP was still at I don't know, XRP was like below Solana, and I was saying, I think that XRP might be the first $1 trillion cryptocurrency altcoin, and I still feel like it might be the first altcoin to hit $1 trillion. We know Bitcoin already sitting at 2 trillion, but Bitcoin also looking like it might be seeing a correction, and maybe that's probably what's causing a lot of this sell-off, a lot of this panic in the market today. That again, Bitcoin just rejected off of a key zone, right? We were thinking that we were going to see some kind of price pump, but now Bitcoin dropping down and headed into some sketchy zones, right? Did we see a blow off top here? People might want to know. Again, this happened just on the 17th, which was just yesterday. So is Bitcoin going to start cooling down into the weekend? Are we going to start seeing a little bit of price correction? Only time will tell, but look at this 1 year chart, looking super solid, man. It's looking like this thing wants to rip up to some all-time highs. I do think that this is probably just a little short shakeout. Again, I don't know. I'm not a financial advisor, and I can't tell you for sure that that's the case, but you guys can see this total market cap as well starting to pick up a little bit, right? Hopefully we found a bottom down here. As you guys can see, Bitcoin dominance coming in at 57. And look at these altcoins coming in at 32%. Are we starting to see the signs of a new altcoin season, guys? Did this Trump coin kick off the altcoin cycle? I definitely want to know. I think last cycle it was kicked off by SHIB, but I was telling you, any of these coins can really kick off the cycle. Um, and it might be this Trump coin. I mean, this thing does have everything in its narrative to be what stimulates an altcoin season. We're watching the confidence in the market increase, right? Your greed index now coming in at a 66 over here. So we were watching this just the other day, and it was in like, how's it looking actually on the fear greed index? Because I haven't really checked it in a minute. Um, Interesting, right? We talk about how every single time, we talk about how every single time that this thing goes into this extreme greed state, we see a price correction. We were talking about it, right? And then it comes back up and races up to a new all-time high. We've seen it happen here too. This thing's seen a big price correction, create a new all-time high. And I was telling you guys that this was feeling mighty similar to this. But I feel like this cycle, honestly, guys, is going to be something that we've really never seen before in terms of greed, because again, we have regulation on our side now. We have a president on our side now. So I feel like I don't know that we head back into that extreme fear state unless we get some really bad news in the market or some things really start going south, which again, I would definitely be paying attention to, because I wouldn't be surprised to hear that some crazy stuff's going on in the news and stuff like that. Again, these guys, we know that these guys like to manipulate the price, but we do also know that we're looking for better prices in the market, at least those of us that are bullish on this space, those of us that are long on this space. We're looking for prices that we can be long on, right? Solana is one thing that I am long on. I told you guys that this is something that I would be buying on the dip. Look at Solana up in the past day, now 18%, absolutely exploding. I've been telling you guys, dude, do not sleep on Solana. A lot of people are talking about Solana ETF. They're talking about XRP ETF, and Solana is only sitting at 124 billion market cap. I do think that this thing is going to flip Tether pretty soon, unless Bitcoin does decide it wants to make a massive correction. Then we could probably see Tether maintain that position, because again, now up almost 40% in the past week. So is Solana going to be a contender? Is Solana going to be right back up there at number 4, maybe knocking at XRP's door again? There's a lot of bullish things. They're good for different reasons, but again, definitely something that I'm paying attention to. Look at Doge also coming in at up 17%, coming in at number 7. How long is Dogecoin going to stay in the top 10? I want to know what you guys think. Again, we do know that Trump in office, Elon's been shilling Dogecoin for a long time. So again, maybe Dogecoin can maintain this position. I don't know. Also heard rumors that somebody was saying at the Trump on, they were saying that Trump bought Tron. I don't know how real that is. Again, I'm not bullish on Tron. I don't like Tron. I was actually extremely early on Tron. It was one coin that I had around like 3 cents, and this thing was like really performing like crap for the longest time. I got it just like everybody else for the same reasons. Justin Sun 30 under 30 in China. I thought that was so bullish, but after he called it a crap coin and all kinds of stuff, he really flooded up his own project. And in my opinion, I don't know how that's really going to do. Also, Sui coin is another coin that I've been watching. You guys know that as well, that I've been paying attention to. But anyway, let's go back to looking at this Trump coin, seeing how it's going to be doing today. Share this tab back over here. As you guys can see, coming in at a $5.9 billion market cap and possibly seeing a little bit of signs of correction on the 15-minute, also 5-minute. Retesting that zone. Now I told you guys we would probably see a retest of this 5-minute zone, but look, it looks like it's breaking down. Even this 1-minute chart looking like we might start trending underneath this counter channel. That's something that you got to pay attention to. But also, we want to be paying attention to the RSI too, right? How many times have we trended in this middle zone of the RSI and didn't see the price pump? It happened back over here. Only once, really. We haven't seen this thing go too far down. This thing has been pretty consistently overbought, right? This RSI lets us know when things are overbought and oversold. As you guys can see, when we're hanging above this line, we're overbought. Now it's hanging into some more realistic zones, but still, this coin is definitely one that, in my opinion, this thing needs to see a correction. And will it see a correction soon, or are we just going to, again, see another leg? It's looking like this thing wants to correct, but again, we know this coin is being manipulated heavily right now, heavily manipulated. But the only way that it could really have a huge correction is if, again, those top wallets decide that they want to sell their supply, because they are the ones that have the price impact over this coin. So they're the only ones that could send it down. So we'll see kind of what's going to happen with that. Probably this coin will play out in the next couple hours. If they do decide that they want to hold, again, it's going to be up to the market to decide what they want to do with their supply. If they want to increase their bags, if people are going to decide to buy into this thing, or if people are deciding that they're going to wait for a dip. In my opinion, as you guys can see, past 5 minutes, this buy volume is down. Not a lot of buy orders coming in. As a matter of fact, a lot of people are selling out right now in terms of what's been going on just in the past 5 minutes. In the past hour, though, it does look like it's getting a decent amount of buy orders. We did talk about, again, some of these wallets that were buying just yesterday. These guys are still buying. This is the same guy that we were tracking just yesterday. He's made insane amounts of buy orders, sell orders yesterday. As you guys could see today, he's holding 182. So pretty interesting. But again, we talked about the fact that this guy is just simply too fast to track. Look how many transactions he's had literally 17 seconds ago. And it's literally happening every second, really. This guy's in and out of trades every single second. And you can see over 1 million transactions. So really, this guy's going to be too hard for us to track. We can if we really wanted to sit here and try, but it'd be literally taking forever. And watching him move money, he's moving money way too fast. So we could possibly see some significant price action just based off the fact that we have a lot of bots that are buying and selling on us right now. But can this thing be headed to some new all-time highs again? Somebody asked in the comment section just a little while ago, can this thing still make a 100x? Yo no sé. I mean, I really don't know if this can make a 100x. Also, let me know if my feed is lagging a bit. Somebody said, "What's good, Jay? What's good, brother? How's it going?" Elon's going to be speaking on Monday. I'm feeling sick for work. I know, right? I feel a little sick for work too, dog. No, I got to be. This is my work, so I got to be here, bro. But yeah, again, a lot of bullish things going for this coin. Can we maintain this positive price action? It's looking like it's seeing some sell-off right now. Interesting. I guess now we will see what a correction would look like on a coin like this, possibly, right? We did trend underneath this line before in the past. Maybe we create somewhat of a double bottom here and start heading back up and ripping up to some new all-time highs. But again, overall crypto market is starting to see some sell-off. So can this thing keep going up? You guys, only time will tell. Look at some of these buy orders though. 53,000, 39,000. People putting in their life savings into this thing, man, which is crazy. And I was saying that yesterday too when people were buying these types of orders at all-time highs, but those people are all up today. So I can't really be hating too much on those guys because they are again in the green right now. This guy buying 36,000, thinking that we have some kind of double bottom. That's pretty much what these guys are banking on right now. The fact that we found some support right here. But again, we are trending below this Keltner channel level, which is a dangerous zone to be in, guys. To be honest with you guys, this is typically, from an analytics standpoint, this is a dangerous zone for us to be in, right? We possibly have some kind of a, shoulder head shoulder, maybe on this 5 minute, 15 minute, also looking kind of nasty, right? But again, market's undecided right now. A lot of things going on. We do see also this McDonald's M playing out on the 1 hour chart. We talk about this McDonald's M being, I'm not loving it, right? This thing does need to find some kind of a bottom pretty soon. It did create some nasty patterns yesterday too, but it was able to recover out of that again. I think that there's a lot of FOMO behind this, but look, this is a bot, same wallet on all these transactions also, buying a decent amount. This guy also, same wallet. This thing is heavily manipulated, guys. It's the same people buying, the same people selling. They've already liquidated, or well, they didn't liquidate. They drained a lot of liquidity out of this project, took a lot of paper hands money, as well as increased their positions. We talked about that too, just because again, we've been monitoring their transactions. We watched this thing go from 83% held by the top holders to now what is close to 90%. We do see also that there is still 7 snipers left in this trade, so they are sniping supply. And these guys do have a lot of power over this chart, even though again it is sitting at a 5 billion market cap. These guys do have a lot of power over this. Somebody says, "My God, pumping as well." Yeah, I know a lot of these Trump coins are pumping, which is what I was talking about yesterday. People are going to be looking for these Trump forks and stuff like that. It's kind of laggy, but not really missing the content you're putting out though. Awesome, cool, good to know. Trying, man, I'm trying. It's been kind of crazy. I don't know what's going on with the stream, but as you guys can see, are we finding a bottom here on this Trump coin or not? I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section. Let's see what this 5 minute candle closes at, right? We need this 5 minute candle to really close inside this Keltner channel, because right now we're in a moment of indecision, right? This thing could see some more sell-off. This could also be a bear to see a little bit more of a price correction. I was saying yesterday that this thing needed to see a price correction, but I also thought that this thing was at a 17 billion market cap yesterday. So let's see what a price correction would look like on a coin like this and what some realistic levels of are on support for this if it did want to break down, right? We do have some support, right? I would say that we have some support probably maybe down here around this zone right here around like 4.8. I would say is realistic. But again, if this thing wants to break up, man, how high it can go, I really don't know. This thing could really make a new all-time high again. But look, 15-minute chart looking like it's not looking good, looking like we're headed down. Also, 1 hour chart too, not looking too hot as well. This one needs to start picking up in volume. It does look like in the past 5 minutes it's trying, but also at the same time, this thing is heavily manipulated. 1 minute's up 2%. In the past 5 minutes, the next minute it's down 3%. And again, that's because this coin is being manipulated right now by a lot of bots. So they might be trying to get people to sell out their position. They might be trying to create some scary looking patterns to get you out the trade. That tends to be what they do. Sometimes they'll do that, fake you out, and then this thing will go send it even higher. And sometimes they will, fake it out the opposite way and make you think that it's going to go higher when in reality, they're just, again, loading their bags and dumping on you. Any new thoughts on the SHIB? Right? Interesting. Okay, yeah, let's talk on it, man. This is not just about Trump coin. We're talking about all coins. So if you guys have any questions on any coins that you want me to check out, feel free. We will come check back on this little Trump coin right now in a bit. But let's start talking about some other coins, right? Somebody asked about Shiba Inu. Now sitting at $13 billion, we got SHIB, right? Absolute monster, but kind of lacking in volume this cycle. I was definitely expecting a lot more out of SHIB. Again, I'm not saying that I'm bearish on SHIB in any state of the, in any way, right? We're still creating higher lows on SHIB. People that were buying in August are still seeing some positivity. But will SHIB see a new all-time high? Again, SHIB was at a 41 billion market cap last cycle. Can we rip up and do that again? Sitting at a 13 billion market cap right now. I don't know, man. Interesting, right? 1.2 million people following SHIB over here on Twitter. Similar numbers in terms of followers as XRP. XRP also has 1.2 million followers, right? But SHIB actually has a bigger community over on X than XRP has by about a million people. So XRP has like 2.9, and as you guys can see, SHIB has 3.9. So they really have a million more people following them. And we do talk about the fact that these guys could possibly have some pretty good price impact with the amount of reach that they can get if these guys decide that they want to start engaging, sharing content, and stuff like that. Again, SHIB can be what is trending over here. We haven't seen SHIB trending in quite some time now, right? It seemed like last cycle we were seeing SHIB trend every day. The search volume on SHIB was going through the roof. There's a utility plan coming out for SHIB. It's been in the loop. Yep. I saw that they do have some utility plans coming out for SHIB. You guys can see, even at the end of the last post, they were talking about it, about their main chain. And also, look, Chainlink, right, guys? Notice Chainlink again, right? XRP collabing Chainlink, right? Chainlink, guys, best Oracle, one of my favorite cryptocurrencies. Also, I mention it all the time. I think that Chainlink is insanely undervalued. I've been saying that for years, but I just don't feel like the space really knows anything about Chainlink. So I do think that it's going to take a while for retail to catch on to Chainlink and its utility. But we're seeing Chainlink being now more integrated in more and more different ecosystems. So again, I'm super bullish on Chainlink. As a matter of fact, I kind of want to go look at Link right now just to see how Link's been performing, because it's been having a lot of bullish news in terms of projects that it's collaborating with. But look at Chainlink, man, coming in still at $23, still at $15 billion. Honestly, I really think that I would utility yet. We'll see how retail feels later on down the line. Again, meme cycle this year, or maybe one of these other coins, right? We've seen a lot of coins do similar types of things to SHIB, but again, not blow up quite as big, right? We've seen Peanut go on its rallies. We've seen Breadcoin. We've seen a lot of coins that were just going crazy, trending over here on Twitter. Again, not to the magnitude SHIB has done in the past, but again, can we see another coin do similar types of numbers? I do think that is possible. I'm going to go back over here on Twitter just because I want to see kind of what's going on in terms of what people are saying about this Trump coin as well. POV, just watched somebody turn $883 into $310 in 21 minutes while you were getting ready for work at 7. Oh man, yeah, right. Isn't people seeing some insane gains off of this coin? People were talking about this in our Telegram extremely early. They were almost like perfectly on time on it. You guys could see, oh, rumor report, Coinbase and Binance. This is a rumor, 1,000% a rumor. Ash Crypto spread rumors. I normally don't really follow this person because they be all over the place. But they're talking about the fact that this could be listed on Coinbase and Binance. And again, I was telling you guys that could possibly happen. Personally, I do think that could possibly happen because, again, how much credibility do you need when the president of the United States is creating the meme coin, right? I don't think that there's much that Coinbase or Binance would have to do in terms of dotting their T's or dotting their I's and crossing their T's and making sure that these projects are safe when it's the president of the United States that created the coin. So what is the last? This is yes, yes. Talking about how the coin hit 7.6 billion market cap, which it didn't. How was it good? Oh my god, look at that. That is hilarious, man. It seems like they're turning up. Congratulations to Trump for sure. He did win the election, so that is he deserves to party, man. These guys at the crypto ball. I'm not sure how many of them actually own crypto, but they definitely turned up, ready to party. Some of those guys looking absolutely hammered. You guys can see Trump looking super serious, walking into the crypto ball after the successful launch, giving the big thumbs up to the community. Interesting, interesting. A lot of people talking about whales are cashing in big time on Trump. Yeah, we've been talking about that. Look at some of these guys, man, making some insane money on this play. Crazy money. Interesting. I actually wonder if that wallet that we were tracking is one of these. It's not even one of these wallets. These are all different whales. We did talk about the fact that there's over 5,000 whales in this trade. 5,000 whales in the trade, absolutely manipulating the price. So definitely, again, something to be paying attention to. People saying Trump coin is real. I'm surprised why Elon hasn't tweeted out about this either. I think maybe Elon's waiting, right? If Elon tweets out about this, it's going to send the price. That's the thing. All these people can send the price. All these people can send the price. Trump can send the price. Uh, Donald Trump's son can send the price. Trump can send the price. All these people can send the price. So again, are we going to see price ascend pretty soon? I don't know, man. I really don't know. Only time will tell. Um, but I'm definitely paying attention. And also, guys, those of you guys have been watching, I still haven't opened this box of Pokemon cards, this pack of Pokemon cards. I've been talking about this pack of Pokemon cards. Maybe I'm going to open it pretty soon. It's supposed to be worth some money. If I could make some money on it, I will definitely let you guys know. But let's see. We're going to talk about this Trump coin because look, all right, moment of truth right now, sitting at some key support. Are we going to be making a bull flag here and breaking up, or are we going to be breaking down, right? Seems like the market is deciding on this 1 hour candle right now. Let's pull up some of these indicators that we had open before just to kind of see. Oops, opened it up twice. My bad. Let's see on some of these smaller time intervals so we can see what's going on. Okay, so we're starting to trend up again. Maybe retesting some zones. Interesting, possible breakout, right? We do still have to get out of some of this chop, though. This does look like a possible blow off top here. So until we do start breaking out of some of this chop, we are still creating lower highs, and indicator that we might still be seeing a little bit more sell off of this coin. Either that or we are at a golden zone of accumulation. It looks like the market is really undecided. Again, this coin 17 hours now that this coin's been out. So again, somebody was asking me earlier too, can this coin see correction? This coin can pump drastically. Anything can really happen. So, my opinion, the market is still not yet decided on this and whether this is a clear bottom or not. But we will probably see a decision. Look at the last 5 minutes. NA, right? No information right now, as you guys can see in the past hour, 700 or $75 million in buy volume in the past 5 minutes, about $229,000. People don't know what to think right now. Past 6 hours, $4 million in buy volume, a lot of transactions, over 44,000 transactions, and this thing now has over 500,000 holders. Wow, insane, guys. We watched this thing go from the hundreds of thousands of holders to now 500,000 holders. What do I think about ApeCoin? Honestly, I don't like ApeCoin. I don't like that coin. I also was in ApeCoin as well early on that project, but I don't like the way that that coin is performed. And so personally, I just don't like ApeCoin a lot. I'm also not sure how to feel about those NFTs as well either. And are we going to have an NFT cycle? I really don't know. If we do have an NFT cycle, maybe we could see ApeChain do really well, and maybe we could see a lot of these other um, cryptocurrencies do well and a lot of NFT stuff do well. But again, I don't know that we do have another NFT cycle. It's possible. The NFT cycle did kind of come towards the tail end of the crypto cycle. So again, if that market decides it wants to start picking up, I did hear about a couple people that were minting NFTs and seeing some good profit off of it, but it's nowhere close to what we were seeing in 2020, 2021. My brother has actually two apes, a mutant and a dog ape. So he or a dog mutant. So he's heavy into the NFT stuff, and he never sold his NFTs. He still believes in the cause, and he's the one actually who's sold me on the ape coin. I put a lot of money in the ape coin, bro. I put like thousands of dollars in the ape coin, and that thing has just really not been moving too much. So again, I don't know how well that thing is going to perform in the future. Only time will tell, guys. Like I always tell you guys, only time really tells on a lot of these projects. But again, ApeChain has just not been seeing the volume, buy volume that it needs. A lot of coins on ApeChain have been doing pretty decently, but at the same time, it's just not getting the attention that things like Solana has. So I don't know that ecosystem will survive just with the competition right now as far as DeFi. I do think the DeFi is starting to really start seeing a boom, and maybe we do start seeing another DeFi off, but are we going to start seeing other coins take off as well? As a matter of fact, I want to look at Solana, and you guys can see Solana has 1.7 million followers over here on CoinMarketCap themselves. A lot of people bullish on Solana, right? 86% of people bullish on Solana. So again, can Solana start creating some new all-time highs again? Just did create a new all-time high not too long ago. Look at this cup and handle, man. Wow, this is extremely bullish, man. This right here is extremely bullish for something like Solana. I think that we could possibly see a $500 Solana pretty soon. Would not be surprised at all, especially with them talking about the corner, especially with the alt cycle that is possibly coming. I wish I didn't have to go head out with the fan. Catch you later. Oh yeah, brother. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna be here. I'll be here for a little while longer, and then I do gotta make some more videos for you guys. So make sure you tap into those. But again, guys, Solana again, the Solana ETF coming out. It could be bullish, man. This thing could really crank up and see some extremely higher highs, and I do feel like the market's feeling that. That's why again, Solana's up 18% today, while the rest of the market is looking a little bit undecided, right? You look at things like Ethereum. Again, I told you guys, Ethereum not looking so hot, right? Pretty interesting though to see Solana flying the way that it is and XRP sitting, uh, not not moving too much today. Maybe Solana is still a competitor for this number 3 spot after all. But again, I don't think that Ethereum's even safe in number 2. So again, only time will tell on that. Want to know what you guys think though. What are you the most bullish on? What coins are you the most bullish on? Definitely let me know in the comment section. Let's also go check back on Trump coin because look, we just trending sideways, bro. Still the past 5 minutes, $1.2 million in buy volume, but it's still not reading anything right here in terms of 24-hour buy volume. Things are just moving sideways. They just have been moving sideways. We might see some little bit of price action happening pretty soon though. Hopefully, we'll see. Look, it's ticking up, ticking down, ticking up, ticking down. And again, that's just these whales messing with y'all and draining the liquidity out of this project. But that doesn't mean to say that this thing cannot go a lot higher. So definitely speculative, right? We do still definitely see big buy orders coming in. This guy just dropping 51K, and just 3 minutes ago, he's feeling like it's found its bottom, and he's feeling like it's going to start selling pretty soon. Another guy also dropping about 30K in as well. Big buy orders, man, but also a lot of bot action happening too, which again we've been tracking since last night. So definitely paying attention to these transactions. You guys should be paying attention to these transactions too. Trump coin now up about 2%. Still looking the same though. Not much price action, not much movement, guys. Seems like the only thing that's really moving right now is Solana in the market, which again is extremely bullish. I feel like Solana could see something looking like it wants to rip up and be up 100% the past 7 days though. It's looking like it really wants to stretch. Again, I'm not telling you that it will. It's off the chart. Not a financial advisor though, so I can't really say for sure what's going on. Somebody said that was quick, easy trade for 129 sol. Thanks for streaming last night because it brought it to my attention. That's awesome, John. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. That is quite the come up. 192 Solana. Man, yeah, we were following this last night. Somebody also said NFTs are creeping up. I'm not surprised, man. Maybe we will see an NFT cycle. Again, that NFT cycle last time, it kind of came towards the tail end of the crypto cycle, and it really took a lot of our market cap in terms of our alt cycle as well. Those guys were taking up a lot of our market cap was going into the NFTs, which is good. I mean, especially for Solana. What's going to happen to Solana if Solana NFTs start popping off? Also, maybe it might be a decent time to be looking into Solana NFTs, right? And looking at some of those NFTs, if the Solana space is growing at the rate that it's at, maybe the way that the Ethereum NFTs grew back in 2020, 2021, maybe we could see something similar happen with the Solana NFTs too. That would be definitely something to pay attention to, especially because that chain has a lot more buy volume. So maybe the NFTs also will have a lot more buy volume than they did last cycle as well. Definitely some food for thought. Definitely something that I've thought about already. But again, I haven't picked up any NFTs. Honestly, I did pretty decent with NFTs in the past, guys, but I'm mostly a crypto guy. I'm mostly big on meme coins. We were early on so many meme coins on this channel. I just have a knack for finding these. Just makes a lot more sense to me. My brother is more the NFT guy. Again, that dude has like 2 Bored Apes. He minted them. He has a mutant dog, and then he has the other mutant ape or whatever. So um, yeah, and then he has a couple of the elixirs. He has a whole bunch of stuff. So dude is super bullish on NFTs. Me myself, I was telling that guy to buy SHIB when he was buying those things, but he was buying those things instead. Which I don't know. Again, that could be a great thing. Maybe only time will tell. Only time will tell whether that was good advice or maybe he was trying to give me the better advice, right? And these markets are really undecided. So definitely want to see what's going to happen with Trump window. It's looking like we might see a correction. Again, correction's already kind of happening a little bit in the market, but it seems like the majority of people are wanting to hold this thing. I don't know what the floor is going to be, what the bottom is going to be. I don't know if this thing is we're going to wake up one day and this thing's going to be back in the hundreds of billions. I don't know if it's going to be back down at a billion. I don't know if it's going to be up at 40 billion. Again, only time will tell. A lot of people speculating that that liquidity is going to be locked for the next 3 years as well. So that could be a bullish case scenario, or at least something that can hold the price from dropping drastically. As you guys can see, definitely a key moment of resistance right now, of support. I'm sorry, of support right now here on Trump Coin on the 15-minute, 1 hour. Also looking like make or break, right? This could be a bull flag right here, or this could be a McDonald's M, an indicator that we need to see a significant correction. So a lot of people, that's why, in my opinion, a lot of people not really wanting to buy in right now. It's just a lot of fear. A lot of people know this thing has already sent like crazy, and people want a little bit more reassurance. Maybe people want. I think that if we could start trending above this second calendar channel, we could possibly see a lot more buyout orders come in. People start feeling better about this. We do know that again. Eric did just tweet out about this like an hour ago. Trump retweeted it, so it was like the first time that Trump actually gave some positive feedback on it. A correction is due. It will pump until inauguration. An interesting theory. I was thinking that too, inauguration coming up. But then you think about things like Rismas, right? We talked about Rismas and all those Christmas coins. And we were talking about those in November and talking about how those can possibly see a correction closer to December. And what ended up happening is those things sold off at like November 28th. They were bearish all December long, and all the pump happened in November. So again, this thing could decide that it wants to sell off today, or like you said, it can continue to go up in a correction after the inauguration, or maybe this thing continues to pump after inauguration. I don't know. Maybe Trump starts building on this. I really have no idea what's going to come of this coin. Again, this thing just launched literally 17 hours ago, and it's already sitting at a 5.6 billion market cap. Nobody knows how high this thing can go, but I do definitely know that Trump has knowledge of this now. Again, Elon hasn't said a thing about this. I don't know if Elon's holding it. I don't know if he feels good about it. We don't know. He hasn't said anything. Um, but we do know that Trump did tweet out about this yesterday, and then he just shared Eric's tweet as well. Now, 10,000 people thinking that this thing is going to send, 482 people thinking that this thing is fire, 1,400 people thinking that it's poo poo, and 3,372 people giving this the old red flag. What do you guys think? I want to know. Are you guys thinking that this is a cheap price to buy this coin at? Is $5.5 billion cheap, guys? We were talking about it just yesterday and speculating on this coin. And we were saying that we're not quite sure if this thing is overbought or if it's going to see more upside. As you guys can see today, it is up big time, now coming in at a $5.6 billion market cap. So is this thing going to continue to send? Is it going to continue to print? Definitely want to know. Again, these 5-minute candles are not closing anywhere but sideways. And so that's why, again, the market, in my opinion, super undecided. A lot of sell action definitely happening right now. Is the market waiting for Bitcoin to pick up? Is the market just taking into consideration that this thing has already pumped a ton and now they're just cautious of it? It's starting to cool down. Again, when they're greedy, we're fearful. When they're fearful, we're greedy. So it does seem like people have been greedy on this coin. Maybe, the fear is starting to pick up, and maybe it's a good, decent zone, right? Look at this, right? Creating some kind of a wedge right here on the 5-minute as well. It's going to have to decide soon, bro. It's going to either have to decide that it wants to shoulder, head, shoulder and see a dump, or it's going to have to decide if it wants to create this wedge and see a pump. I'd expect big red or big green to print pretty soon. Right now, things are looking like a big red might print, but again, it's still up in the air. We could still see big green print pretty soon. Let's see what some of these more micro time intervals are looking like. Again, I don't normally look this small, but it does look like on these tiny, teeny tiny time intervals that we might see big red start to print. Interesting, interesting. This thing might decide it wants to see a little bit of a correction. Look at this guy just sold 96,000. Do you think that he sold for a gain or for a profit, or do you think that he sold for a loss? I think he probably sold for a profit. Maybe he was seeing that account dip a little bit and he just wanted to lock in. And that is tends to be why they use these bots too. To look at this guy. This is almost $1 million. $985,000 cash out. This guy, $990,000 cash out. This is the biggest cash out that I've ever seen in cryptocurrency. Monitoring these trades, and I've been doing this a long time. I've seen $500,000. I've never seen this much. 900. So what's the biggest number I've ever seen now? 990. Is there one for a million? Did anybody cash out a million on this thing yet? That's insane, man. That is absolutely insane. This guy just became a millionaire buying this thing. Wow, totally crazy. What would you do if you bought this coin? If you put like $10,000 into this thing and it saw that you were a millionaire the next day, what would you do? Would you quit your job? I would be like, man, I'm out of here, dude. Peace. Luckily, I do this full time, so I don't know that I have a job. I don't know if this constitutes as a job. Does this constitute as a job, guys, or am I unemployed? I don't really know. Let me know in the comment section if I'm unemployed or not. As you guys can see, big sell wall coming in on this right now, and it's looking like we might create big red, which is what I was telling you guys. We might see big red start printing, and it seems like we are retesting this zone down here. Again, could have a double bottom still situation, but if this thing does decide it wants to sell off, then this would also be, look, shoulder, head, shoulder, significant sell off we could possibly see. We saw it happen here, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder, and it resulted in a sell off, shoulder, head, shoulder. Maybe we see another sell off. How low it goes, really don't know. We are trending now below this bottom Keltner channel on the 5-minute. Definitely something to pay attention to. Look at this 1-hour chart also. We were talking about the fact that this could be a bear flag, a bull flag, but now it is looking like it might also be that McDonald's M that we told you, not loving it, right? We don't want to see the same print in McDonald's M. That would be an indicator that we're going to see a very significant sell-off. McDonald's M usually, guys, is a sign of a top. At least in the short term, from what I've seen, especially on the 5-minute chart, especially, that's usually a sign of a top. But something like this with as much volume as this has, maybe it could play out more on the 1 hour. So maybe that fits this narrative. Maybe this thing does start seeing a correction. Definitely does need to start turning around. It can still possibly be a bull flag, but in my opinion, there's more things right now that are starting to be pointing down, including the fact that we're trending again underneath this Keltner channel. We talk about what happens sometimes when you start trending underneath these channels. It can lead to it being a little bit of a slippery slope, right? We want to see this thing again start breaking up. If I was looking for an entry point on a trade like this and I didn't quite know for sure, I would definitely, at a time like this, honestly, I would do half now and I would do half if this thing decided it wants to dip. But I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you what to do with your money. I'm just telling you what I would do in situations like this when it's at a moment of indecision. I don't eat all my money into it because, again, I'm a conservative trader, so I am looking to also take profits along the way. I would go half now and then go half if this thing wants to decide it wants to drop a little bit, because again, there is a chance that we do reject off of this Keltner channel here, and if we do, we could start seeing some sell-off, and then again, we could possibly see a lot of panic selling. We do know that a lot of these people are holding this coin. Over 500,000 people are holding this coin right now, so we do know that that can create some flood, but we also know that the top 100 wallets are actually holding close to 90% of the supply. So even though these guys are big in numbers, they don't really have a lot of price impact over a coin like this. They do have a bit of price impact. Mostly, these guys are being taken for a ride by the whales right now, though. So really, whatever the whales decide that they want to do, if they decide they want to dump it down, get a cheaper price on this thing and buy back in, they could totally do that. And then you are totally subject to whatever they decide that they want to do. A lot like Bitcoin, a lot like a lot of bigger coins. It's nothing really new. These whales do look for coins that they feel like they have a future in, and they try to accumulate as much as they can. And again, this coin is, with the wallet count the way that it looks, these guys can definitely manipulate the price pretty decently and present some better entry points for themselves. So if they do decide that they want to do that, I also want to be able to take advantage of that, and I don't want to be just so euphoric that I think that a coin like this can't correct. I do think that everything corrects. We talked about it yesterday. Cryptocurrency corrects, stock market's correct, housing market's correct, economy's correct. Everything's correcting, bro. The dollar corrects, right? Everything needs a correction. That's how a market cycle works. Things don't go up forever. So if this coin does decide it wants to correct, I feel like it would need to be a significant correction. I feel like we haven't had much of a significant correction yet. We've been on a steady uptrend. We're now starting to break that uptrend as of recently, really. So how far down this goes, only time will tell. But it does look like on the 15-minute, we are starting to break the uptrend. Again, this thing needs to start closing these candles a little more positive. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty nasty, right? We did see it actually happen here where this thing decided it wanted to dump all the way down, but they chewed this candle right back up. This 15-minute candle dropped all the way down here, guys, to 3.18, all the way from what, around like four, so they like $1 billion in market cap, and then totally ate up in 15 minutes. So they definitely faked a lot of people out right there, sent this thing even higher. Are we going to see something similar happen pretty soon? Are we going to see another fake out where these guys drop the price significantly and then see this thing explode? Are we going to see a massive correction, right? We've been talking about, again, the McDonald's end that was forming. It does look like the bears are starting to bite on it. But look, oh, a little bit of green coming in, but is it going to be enough? I don't know, man. I don't know. It is definitely a sea of red also at the same time. Definitely more sells than buys coming in right now. As you guys can see, only 171 transactions in the past 5 minutes. This thing needs to start picking back up in volume if it wants to be as bullish as it has been just in the past couple hours, right? Let's actually check the RSI and see where we're sitting on the RSI. So you guys can see RSI also sitting on some key support on this 15-minute right here. We were overbought all right here, right? We jumped up off this trend right here, and we decided to be overbought again, and then possible double bottom here again. Are we going to drop down lower, or is this a double bottom like we said, and we start heading higher? The market's really trying to decide. We are seeing, look, a big buy wall coming in right now. Some people placing some big orders, right? This guy dropping a $500,000, right? Dude, this is nuts, man. Totally nuts. And pretty interesting, right? You might even want to start following some of these big whale wallets too, and just see what other projects that these guys are getting into. Sometimes it is good to follow these guys. It's not always good to follow these guys, but sometimes it is good to follow these guys because sometimes they might know something a little better than you. But then sometimes they might be sniping too. So if they're sniping, I wouldn't try to copy trade a whale that has too high of a win percentage, because again, you're going to be trailing him, and if he's sniping supply because he's just a sniper, then you're actually going to lose money. You don't want to follow snipers. That's not a good person to copy trade. You want to just follow people that have good trade records. If you do decide to copy trade, which I'm not telling you do go out and copy trade. I'm not telling you don't go out and copy trade. There is risk that's involved in copy trading, and it's not as simple as just look for all the whales and buy whatever they're buying. Look at this guy just dropped 90K, man. 90K. Some of these people have been waiting for any kind of dip, any dip possible to buy this. So you guys can see some big buy orders coming in. People got to be throwing in some life savings into this coin right now, which is pretty interesting to see. Maybe a lot of, again, those other coins, we might start seeing this coin start capturing some of that market cap as well. Right now we're up 5% in the past. Oh, yikes! Look, volatile, right? Interesting though. A lot of big buy orders, man. Wow, kind of crazy the amount of whales that are in this. Again, over 5,000 whales. We were covering this just yesterday, and we were watching the whale count increase drastically. So definitely something to pay attention to. These guys do have a lot of say so over what this coin is going to do in the future of this thing. So definitely something that I'm personally paying attention to. Pull up GMGN again just to kind of see what's going on with the holder count as well. Are you guys over here with me? It's looking like this thing is already starting to see some sell-off. It's coming in at it's saying it's coming in at a 27 billion market cap though. So this is still bugging out. Just yesterday too, Dex Screener was doing something similar, talking about how bug the market cap was and stuff like that. It was saying that it was at like a market cap yesterday, and then it corrected down to like 3 something, and then again today it was shot up all the way over 6. As you guys can see, there's still snipers in this trade. A lot of them are buying more. That's why I told you guys this trade is definitely being manipulated by bots, right? As a matter of fact, 10% held, or the top 10 wallets are holding about 5%, but the top 100 wallets are holding 89% of the trade. We do know that the top wallet is holding 80% speculation about that wallet. And also these wallets that have been phishing too. A lot of people were asking, right? Or a lot of people were saying that this wallet was locked liquidity. And I showed you guys in the bubble map that this wallet actually already has had transactions. Well, look, it tells us right here that this wallet has had transactions because it says that there is suspected phishing and token transfers that have been detected. And this actually wasn't reading this yesterday, but it was reading it today. And we could see in this bubble map. So this bubble map is showing that it hasn't, but the other bubble map is has, and this is still reading that it has had suspected phishing. So let me see. I'll show you guys what I mean when I say that. So there's so much weird stuff going on with this. Like bubble maps is saying something different, right? So let's look at bubble maps, right? Bubble maps actually shows us what wallet that this has interacted with, right? So this big 80% wallet has interacted with this wallet. The number 3 wallet is interacted with the number 2 wallet, the number 6 wallet. And if you look at the wallet list, you can see, right, this number 1 wallet has with all 3 of these, which is why again it's showing up as suspected phishing under this. So the people that were saying that if we're seeing that type of manipulation happen, are you holding on yesterday that I'm just speculating on this? I was thinking don't like to buy tops of projects, and I do look for corrections in the market. I'm waiting for this thing to correct, to be honest with you, and then I'd probably be looking for a little bit better of an entry. But as you guys can see, it's been creating higher lows. So again, maybe this is an accumulation zone. Maybe this thing doesn't want to send higher. Maybe it's going to wreck me, or maybe it's going to start dipping in price and present a better opportunity. If it does, I would be possibly a shopper on this. But again, I don't know. I don't buy tops of projects. I look for cheaper prices. I know that sounds crazy, but in my opinion, a lot of stuff's on sale right now that I would rather be buying for the long term. I do think that, this coin could possibly have a decent future. How high it can go, again, I have no idea, bro. But that's just kind of how I feel about it. You can buy it if you want. Like I said, it could be a possible zone of accumulation, but let that be a result of your research. Don't let it be because you feel like I shilled you into it. Because again, I'm just speculating on this coin right now. I really have no idea. Um, yeah, I don't like to buy things that are looking this high, and that again, this coin is up 15,000% in the past 24 hours. Why would I buy it? I've already missed this trade in my opinion. I'm already on the sidelines on this now. A lot of people will say that 80% of that supply is locked up, and so you're not as late as you think. But again, we just showed you guys that pay attention to that wallet. And we had somebody in here just yesterday that was talking about 80% locked up, da da da. And I'm like, dude, I've been doing this a long time. I've heard a lot of excuses for why somebody has like over 50% of the supply. It's always like a marketing wallet or something going on. But again, I'm monitoring the transactions. I'm checking the code on it to make sure that everything that it's saying is legit. And as you guys can see, we just monitored the transactions just now, and that 80% wallet, that's supposed to pay attention to that and what's going on with that wallet. And I'm going to continue to cover that too because I don't think anybody's really talked about that. I think I'm the only person that has really brought that up. But that tends to be how these contracts go, right? Sometimes I'll see something in these contracts that these guys aren't seeing. We talked about it too on Pengucoin. As a matter of fact, let's look at Pengucoin. I'll show you. I'll show you what a scam looks like, bro. I was telling you guys that this is looking super sketchy. And as you guys could see today, coming in at a $1.7 billion market cap, people were saying that the bottom of this thing was going to be around 3, but I was saying how, bro. But I was watching the transactions. I was looking at the top. I hope nobody got wrecked in this scam. But this is, again, a coin that did list on Binance, did get a lot of big listings and stuff like that, which, again, I was shocked. I was shocked that Pengu decided to trade, and it's not even loading right now, which is a little bit weird. Maybe we could just copy it over here and take it to learn how to check these transactions and check these contracts so that you don't get caught up in the mix. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see you guys get wrecked. And that's why a lot of the times I make videos talking about talking about contracts and stuff like that, even though again it's not super exciting. I feel like it's extremely important. And again, now look, the probability of rug is now saying 13%. Look at the top 10 holders are holding 40% on the top 100 holders are now holding 67%. These guys have been fishing like crazy. Oh, I'm sorry. The top 100 holders are fishing 67%. They're holding 80%. So this is, again, guys, this was a massive red flag. I caught a lot of crap for exposing this project. But again, I talk about these things and I expose these type of things for you guys and help you guys become better traders so that you guys tricked in this market, because there's a lot of crap that goes on in this behind the scenes that people just don't understand. And then they just think that it's normal people selling, when in reality, normal people like you and me never had a um, price impact over this market. Again, if 80% of the people are controlling the supply, how could the coin have dropped like 50, 60%? It's because, again, these guys are using sandwich bots and they're manipulating the price. And I'm sure we can see that now. You get 1,000 whales also in this Pengu coin, and you can see they are absolutely manipulating the price right here. You can see every time that they bought and sold. Similar again to what we're watching happen on this Trump coin. We're watching this thing being heavily manipulated. So definitely, again, something that I want to be paying attention to and making sure that I'm not left holding bags if this thing does decide to have a sell-off. Because again, a lot of big people that know their stuff. We're talking about Pengu coin, and I was telling you guys that do not do that. Don't do that. People were saying, "Oh, the bottom's at $3 billion." Well, now guess what? The coin's sitting at 1.7, and I don't think that's the bottom either. I think that, and then I think it's going to be talked about, and I think it's going to actually ultimately get delisted off of Binance and off of a lot of those things. And that's a very big claim, because again, I don't know that that's going to be what's going to happen, but based off of what I'm seeing, I can't see how that can not happen. And I could also tell CC didn't already look at this contract and already know that too. But that's a video from another video, I guess. I don't know. Anybody that has been reading these contracts for any significant amount of time would have seen this is some red flags going on in this contract. But again, we'll talk about Trump coin, right? Let's talk about it. Now down 10% in the past hour, but still riding sideways, right? Still riding this Keltner channel right here. We do know that it's a lot of people also, again, manipulating this price too. You can look at some of these top traders. Look at their P&Ls, bro. Look how much money they're banking, bro. They're absolutely banking on this. And hopefully a lot of you guys are too. If you're holding this coin, I hope that you are up on this coin. I'm not trying to throw shade on your community or throw shade on this coin at all, because again, this coin could be one that, continues to rise. But I will tell you this, these guys have already drained well over a couple $1 billion in liquidity, as far as how much money these whales have made off of this. To see like Elon say anything on Twitter about this at all. So, which is pretty interesting too, right? Don't you think that with as much as Elon has been involved in the space, that he would say something about this coin by now? Like that, the fact that Trump created this coin and how bullish Elon's been on Trump this entire time. It's kind of interesting that Elon hasn't said anything either. I wonder if he is somebody that is one of these whales that's holding this coin right now. Again, nobody really knows, right? These guys are just a wallet address right now. You can't really get any more information outside of their wallet address. So you can see though, this guy right here, he bought 11 million, and look how much he sold. Look how much this guy made using this bot, bro. Look at it. This guy's made like $10 million almost, bro, on just, oh man, that's crazy. Another guy investing $3.5 million and coming out with $11.5 million. People are really putting in their life inheritance into this thing. Oh no, not me having to verify my identity. Bro, how did they know that I was a robot? How did they know, bro? They always know. Okay, sorry. I want to look at, again, some of these P&Ls, because they're absolutely insane how much these whales are making. Let's look at these top traders again, because these guys are the ones that are really making out right now. A lot of them are locking in profits. Notice how a lot of top traders lock in their profits. The bot usually is doing this for them. Again, most of these people are going to be locking in profits. And wouldn't you, if you turn $3 million into $11 million, wouldn't you lock in some of that profit? I would hope you would. Some of you guys really watch your coins go up insanely and then start dipping, and then you just hold on for dear life. And it's like, why didn't you just sell? Why didn't you sell, bro? Because you're greedy. And look at this, man. Now, after I talked about Elon, now look, all my stuff is just not working, bro. What the? I'm gonna have to try to open another deck screener. Open another one. Hold on, boys. Bear with me. Bear with me. We're already 2 hours in on the stream. We got a new one open over here. Didn't take too long. Didn't take too long. I want to see these top traders. Let's see how much these guys are banking, right? I want to see. This is because this to me is so funny. Look at this guy. $3.5 million invested, coming out with 11, still $7.7 million in unrealized gains. So really coming out with 18, investing 3.5 and coming out with 18 and still in the trade 7.7. Already sold out 11 million. He's already secured the bag, already $11 million, and then still letting 7.7 million ride right now. This guy invested 1.8 million. He's had 3 transactions. He sold 15 times for a total of 7.9 million sold, and still has 6 million in unrealized or P&L. Oh, I'm sorry. His unrealized gains is 14 million. I'm sorry. Let me get it right. His unrealized gains is 14 million, right? Let's see. Oh, okay. Because again, yeah. So yeah, 8 plus 6. That's why. That's why, bro. Okay, so it is counting the same way. It's counting his bought and his sold, and then his P&L and his unrealized gains. All right, so you guys could see also this guy investing 6 million, sold out 11.8 million, P&L 5.6, bro. Just crazy. These are the people that are really cashing out, guys. $379,000 bought, sold for 4.5, P&L $4.1 million. This guy also 1.1 million invested, sold for 5.2, P&L of $4.1 million. These guys are just making buku money right now. You guys can see this guy invested 13 million, sold 17 million, P&L of 4 million right now. Just absolutely insane, man. Absolutely insane. The bottom people are seeing as well gains too. I mean, if you bought yesterday, you're definitely in the green. Definitely not as much as these bots and these whales, but man, are these guys taking advantage of this price action right now. Interesting to see. And again, I do think that a lot of these guys are top in the top 100 wallets. You know, we did talk about the fact that the top 100 wallets are holding, again, like 90% of the supply. So I do think that the majority of these whales are the ones that are controlling the price. Let me know what you guys think. I definitely want to know. Interesting, man. Totally crazy, man. Wow. 525,000 holders. The holder count is increasing. The price is dipping a bit. Again, people are still buying this up, but the people that are manipulating the price in reality are the whales. And so you're at the mercy of the whales on this one, boys, which tends to be how a lot of cryptocurrency goes a lot of the time. This thing now, again, treading on some very crucial support. This thing decides it wants to break down, it could be not good. Don't want to see this thing retest this level too many times already. This is too many times, in my opinion. From a technical standpoint, it looks like this thing's going to see a sell-off just based off of all technicals. But again, this thing can always turn around and have a fake out. Markets are completely unpredictable. So again, we just use our indicators the best that we can. You guys can see we have entered this zone in the past, and we have bounced off of these levels in the past on our RSI. So maybe we can start picking up pretty soon, but only time will tell on a coin like this. What do you guys think? Let me know. I want to know your price predictions. This stream has already gone on for about an hour and 30, so I'm probably going to cut it here, guys. I'm going to put out a couple more episodes and updates on other coins as well that you guys just don't want to miss. I do want to thank you all for joining. Also, if you want to see the coins that I'm buying, come trade with me in real time. You can do that over on Patreon. I'll leave the link in the description below as well if you want to join me over there. Also, I have a Telegram too. You can follow me over on Telegram for free. that is for free for you guys, a free resource for you guys. A lot of you guys that are in here right now are already in the Telegram. So if you're not, take advantage of that, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.